Hi guys, how are you guys doing, Fib Nation? I'm back on the couples channel again by myself. I know I told you guys a while ago that I took him off my channel and I took the couples channel down to create boundaries. I know I just recently told you guys that fuck what y'all think. I don't care. I'm living for me and I'm doing what makes me happy, but in this video, guys, I'm going to answer some of the questions you guys haven't been asking. It hasn't been any of my supporters asking these questions. It's been the silliest, the mukbang silliest lady and the state gang in them. And I don't know why they're so worried about my business. I fucking hate America. America is nosy as shit. I mean, I know they're only asking questions based on the stuff that I put out here, but why is America so nosy? Why the fuck do they care if I'm going back to Abuja? Like, you see, they're saying it's dangerous. That damn money boy Trey, who doesn't believe in God, by the way, he don't believe in God. He had the nerve to say that if I went back to Africa, my husband was going to kill me. Well, baby, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm willing to die to prove you niggas on YouTube wrong. Okay? Okay? Have y'all seen me working hard? I just ate a whole Nigerian catfish an hour after I did this video on this channel. So yeah, guys, I'm working hard for the bag so that I could get back over to Abuja. This online virtual therapy is really, really expensive. So that's why you guys have been seeing me put out videos. A lot of them are hit and miss, but you know, it's fine. One of these days though, guys, I'm gonna finally give you guys some members only content. I know I have never promised you guys anything on members only. I just went on and set it up because, you know, I was trying to make fun of Cheryl. And so I did mine. And I mean, I love the extra income, but I guess I'm going to finally put the recipe or something over there for the fish. Y'all remember I told you you couldn't even find whole fish in the United States, but I found some fish, and that's what I'm eating on my Eat with Q channel. In that video, I lied and said that I had a garden, and then right after I said I had a garden, I said I want a garden over in Abuja, and so I think I'm gonna have one of those. Even though we live in an apartment, I'm gonna have me a garden. You know where Goodwill showed y'all outside by the expressway and down where the goats and the chickens and the bananas and the monkeys were. Yeah, I'm gonna have a garden right there. So yeah, I'm telling y'all I'm going back to Africa, but I'm really not going back. I think if I say it enough, you guys will just start you'll just ignore it. Them damn USA people over there in Sipperville and State Gang, I think if I just say I'm going back enough, they'll move on with their life. But I don't know. But that's Silas, boy. She's really fucking with me. She really itches my ass. Silas, what's your problem? We're black women, Silas. Why do you keep attacking me, Silas? Did I do something to you? I mean, other than calling your church and calling your kids turtles, did I do anything to you, Silas? I mean, I thought we were black women in Christ. You believe in God. I believe in God. You know, I thought we could get past our differences, but apparently we can't. Like, why did you make a video saying I just left the gym and then show me stuffing my fucking face? That was really rude. I mean, I know I did it in real time on the video, but you chopped it up so many times and I didn't even know the bite that I had took was so big. And you just showed everybody the bite. What did I do to you, Silas? I mean, I know I called you broke and stuff, but I've seen you all in the United States and in Istanbul and Pakistan and Greenland and Iceland and New Zealand. And I've seen in Paris, I've seen you everywhere, but I called you broke. I've seen you go to at least 3 Beyonce concerts, and we know how much those tickets cost. If that's what's wrong, sis, I'm sorry you're not broke, girl. I seen you at the White House, and my husband can't even come. I mean, I don't know why he can't come because he didn't get denied or anything, but yeah, I'm sorry, Silas. I'm sorry. Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? I had to be silly for a goddamn minute. I don't this motherfucker here though. I read the transcript. And yeah, she pretty much bothered by it. I think Silly's triggered her. And then I had before I stopped talking about it, y'all know I went on a sabbatical. I think I'm done with her still, but I'm just like, wait, if you told us you learned in therapy how to ignore and boundaries and all that, why do you keep coming out here every couple of weeks with a answering a questions video? And it's only the haters. And we just trying to figure your husband is back missing and you doing all the content on both channels like you were doing originally, yet you complained and said he didn't help you. And you finna go back to that, or you just doing it to get the money to go back. Now, if you're doing it to get the money to go back, never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. Work your magic, sis. I don't even care. But we all know you're not going back. It's you taking too damn long. What's the holdup? We seen you pack and leave the US and leave immediately when you and your mama got into it. You and this nigga then got back together through the miracles and blessings of God. And you ain't went back yet. You taking your time. And you taking the cats. Like you taking the cats with you. Was it gonna be a 3-month vacation? We know you're coming back because you don't have dual citizenship. But all right, let's see what this heifer had to say. Let me get this. Wait a minute. I can't listen to her in normal speed.
Guys, and welcome back to the channel. I was so tired. I slept in my makeup and I just crashed. So today's video, we're gonna get ready together.
So you slept in makeup, you washed your face, and then you did a video talking while you put makeup back on. Why didn't you just leave the makeup that you had? Because I thought so when I took this picture. I'm like, damn, look like she got her makeup on, but then she washed her face, but she actually did. So why the fuck did you wash that off when it still looked nice to put more makeup on? That's fucking retarded.
The first I wanted to wash my face. I use black soap for my skin. That is what makes my skin so glowy and so beautiful. So I'm about to get ready for today. You guys have been having a lot of questions, so.
Hello, Dexter 555. How you doing, Dexter? Welcome in. Support the Fiberissimas.
I'm about to answer.
Leah, I have allergies. Hello. Duh, I have allergies. You think I want to talk through my nose? God, I fucking hate you Americans. All you fucking do is mess with me. Like, how do you not know that I have allergies? It's like it's summertime. All the shit is blooming and stuff. Everybody has allergies right now. And you're just like fucking picking on me.
It's a very busy month for me. On all the channels, everywhere.
All the channels are on my back. It's a very busy month, even though it's pre-recorded and there's really not much to edit out except for the talking that I'm doing to myself. And I think it sounds crazy. It's not really hard editing. Let's say I do, I talk for 30 minutes. And then I'll go out and be like, oh, well, that part was stupid. I'm going to cut that out. So I cut that little 5-minute portion out. And then I find another 5-minute portion out. And I cut that out. And then I upload the video. It's really not much. I don't have any effects or anything in my editing. So I don't know why I'm acting like this takes more than 20 minutes. I mean, it does. You do have to listen to the entire video. So you do have to go back and listen to that, but you can always cut the speed up while you're listening to it and then be like, this sounds dumb. I need to cut that out. And you just cut it out. It's really not that hard, but all the channels are on my back. Me eating. Ladies and gentlemen, all I do is eat. Y'all see me eat this food and everything is on my back. I mean, I got to get all this money to go back and see my husband. He's not helping me to put out content. He's not helping me earn any money, but I'm going back. I know I complained to you guys and said he didn't help me and he didn't have any money. He had dust in his pocket, but that's fine. I miss my boo. I'm going back to my baby. Okay? So you guys can just make all the jokes that you want to. I don't care. I'm unbothered. I'm living my life, even though I'm doing a video addressing all of the questions and things that you guys have had to say. And MoneyBoy Trey, fuck you. You ain't shit for making that short showing me put all that fucking salt on the ribs. I washed the shit out, so why did you make the short? You saw me wash all the fucking salt off the ribs and your mean ass still made a short out of it. Why? What did I do to you guys? Thank God Flexi's not around. She was mean too.
The best makeup everywhere. So I'm telling you, black folk is literally the best at removing makeup.
Yeah, guys, I'm showing you guys my face washing routine. There's nothing really to edit on there, but it's so much work going on, guys. I mean, oh my goodness. On all the channels.
It literally cleans the skin so well. It's stripped of any oil.
And when I mean all the channels, I just mean the Fiberissimus and the Eat with Q channel. I don't even know why I'm putting content on the Fiberissimus channel because the check comes to me anyway. So I could have just put the content on there. But I remember I told you guys we were going to start putting content back on the channel, even though the we is me. But I'm okay with that. I know you guys see it, but whatever. I prayed about this. God did not release me from my marriage. And so I'm going back.
It's stripped of oils and gunk and dirt and whatever.
Where the fuck is Truth Hurts?
Going on with your skin. So look at that. That looks beautiful. And I'm in the shower. Today's video on my mukbang, I'm doing that fish. I'm going to be eating that fish. I'm going to cook it on this channel too. So once it's ready, I'll leave the link down below.
Nobody cares. Notice y'all, I'm doing audio because it wasn't shit to look at. It wasn't shit to look at. She cleaning her face, and I don't even know what the fuck she doing past that. I just read the transcript. Oh, and she putting on makeup. Nobody want to watch this shit.
And the skin looks beautiful. Oh my gosh. Beautiful skin. All right, I'm gonna hop in the shower and then I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm gonna do my makeup with you guys today.
I'm gonna hop in the shower.
I'm gonna talk about some things. All right, you guys. So I just got out of the shower.
So why didn't you wash your face in the shower?
To do my makeup and do my hair for today's video, but I wanted to come and chat with you guys about a few things as I am about to transition and be with my husband. I'm very, very excited about being with my husband. I haven't been around my husband in a very long time. We haven't been on this show.
Almost a year. You ain't been around him. That nigga gonna clothesline the fuck out of you when you get there. Cause we ain't forgot about what we thought looked like a black eye. It was some type of mark up under your eye that they ain't normally there.
In a very long time. I always have to make sure I have earrings on before I do my makeup, and I always have to make sure I put perfume on. Always. And it's like my thing. I need to smell good as I get into bring that energy in, honey. And this is called Now. This is a I think it's Middle Eastern. Oh yeah, this is made in UAE. This is Middle Eastern perfume, you guys. Their perfume
Made
is
in
so affordable
UAE.
and it smells so good. I got this off the TikTok shop, and it's called Now, and it smells incredible.
She doesn't know what UAE stands for. She just knows it's in the Middle East. She doesn't know that it's the United Arab Emirates. She doesn't know this. Where is it from, guys? It's from UAE.
For the summer, it's just perfect. It smells so good. Questions. I see so many different comments and different stuff.
You ain't seen no damn comments, bitch. You been watching commentary. That shit ain't in your chat. Some of it is, but not most. Let me read the chat. Let me read your chat now. I'm stalling for time. It's 90 content. I'm trying to get at least an hour and 30 minutes out of this bullshit. What? He can't come to the US? That was 2 hours ago, and he got 20 likes on that one. Girl, I've been married over 14 years now, and I commend you for going back. My husband has gone to rehab and cheated on me during the duration of our marriage, but I have forgiven him, and it has been a great past few years. The Lord can recover and restore my marriage. I'll be keeping y'all in my prayers. Love you, girl. Keep going strong. Amen, sister. This comment is so encouraging. So proud of you for not giving into what the world would tell you to do and listening to God. I pray the Lord will continue to bless your marriage and family in Jesus' name. But here's the thing about comments like that. The Lord was at the altar with y'all when y'all took vows, and your husband said, "Fuck God," and cheated. So where was God when your husband cheated? Why he there now? And he wasn't there before he stuck his dick in I just whatever. There's a line in one of my favorite gospel songs that said, "A heart that's planted in forgiveness doesn't dwell in the past. Q. Don't concern yourself with hearts that don't know or understand forgiveness. If God has gone before you, everything will work for his good. Be safe and be blessed." I just thought about it. In your fish video, you said you always wanted a garden. But didn't you say you had 2 gardens in Barbados? Just out of curiosity. Somebody said, when a person shows you who they are, believe it. It's God's way of protecting you from further hurt, harm, and disappointment. Peace and love to you. They ain't like 16 people like that comment. Somebody said, I agree. She literally told us how he would leave her without food to go hang out with his friends all day. I would not set foot back in Africa without him setting his feet in the States first. I'm just curious to know why he can't come. Me too, because she said he wasn't denied, and everybody wants to come to the U.S. I'm just curious to know why he can't come to meet her and meet her family and friends. She has so much faith and confidence in that man. Hopefully he doesn't disappoint her again. True devotion is beautiful. I'm happy that you're going home to your husband. Glory to God in heaven. Praise God. Congratulations. I'm trying to figure out where the mean comments at that she been reading. Maybe they're on TikTok. Because they damn sure ain't on YouTube. I respect whatever decision you make about your life. A marriage is very important, sacred blessing. Hello, Q. I'm excited to hear this. God honors marriage. All will go well. Keep loving one another and praying together. Your skin looks fabulous. Beautiful eyes. God honors marriage, but there is a way of divorce in the Bible. All right. Okay. You could divorce in the Bible, but he honored marriage and remarriage. apparently. I'm with you, Q. You took the vows for better or worse. Good for you and your husband, Q. God bless his marriages, and I pray in your favor. See, you got these folk praying for you, and you ain't right. How you gonna win when you ain't right within? Okay, last time for my comments. You ate on this video, Q. I've been married for almost 25 years, and still to this very day, we're still working on everything as a couple. It does get easier as time goes by, but you just have to grow it about. You and your husband don't separate every 3 months, even though she claims she's a dual citizen, but she told y'all something always came up when she went there. Something always came up. The 2 years they've been married, finna be 3. Something always came up to where she had to leave every 3 months. They're about to be married for 3 years, and she spent almost a year straight away from him. Because time is still ticking. Time is still ticking. She's been gone almost a year. Is it July, August, September?
We're happy that you guys made up, but you shouldn't go back. This is going to happen to you. That is going to happen to you.
Yes, bitch. I said that nigga gonna kill you. Sure did. I sure did. I specifically said Silas is tiptoeing around it, but I'm gonna be honest and say that nigga is gonna kill you. And the African police will not care. You're an American. Oh, I was still reading comments. Q is nobody's business. I agree. We saw the love in both you and your husband's eyes for each other. It was a beautiful sight to see. We're praying for your marriage. What you haven't seen was her husband since that fake ass reconciliation. She paid this nigga off. She working hard in a bitch. So happy for you, and will support you in your channel no matter what you do. You don't owe us anything. Live for you. Seek God in all you do. May God continue to bless your marriage, and I really mean it. Amen, amen. Well said, my sister. Amen, Q. Q, be safe. May God protect you. God can protect an idiot. God can protect her if she stays here. But if she goes back over there, that's called free will, my dear. Now, he could have protected her if she stayed in the U.S. But if she goes back to try to prove a point and this nigga kill her, then that was free will. That was not God. Ain't that how it worked? It's definitely a triangle. God at the top. Beautiful video. God bless you both. You're so gorgeous. I'm trying to find the me comments. Girl, your husband is not a serial cheater. Neither is he a wife beater. He is just making some silly mistakes. You need to make him take accountability and put in strict rules. How the fuck she gonna put in strict rules and he the head? Put in strict rules until he shows positive change, but stay with him. Pray for the visa. And I would advise you to tell him to get a good employment letter and add enough money in his bank account when applying again. It works every time. The money has to be sitting in his account until his visa is finalized. Even if he has to borrow the money from friends, let him do so. Q, you making the right decision. Marriage is more than a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, and more than most of these people that are saying this shit are not married. Your husband truly love you. How do they know this? They haven't seen this nigga in 3 weeks on his channel. Folks, since they did the joint live together that he barely participated in. Somebody talking about her eyes. If you're an American married to a Nigerian, have been there like myself, you know it's nothing to fear or dangerous. Their family protects you with their lives. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen on behalf. But that's normally if you don't disrespect the family, buddy. She disrespected the family, the friends, all that. She threw his sisters under the bus. Um, they protect their family with their lives. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen on behalf of the family. They want you happy and healthy to make sure y'all go back and soar. Hell, by having you protected, it protects them. I'm so happy you're not listening to the naysayers and worst people who don't even have a clue. Never been, no experience. So happy for you and hubby. You shouldn't have to explain to anyone on why you're working on your marriage. You're absolutely right. She didn't have to tell us she was getting a divorce either, only to seem stupid. Now, she could have just kept this shit in. Um, I'm happy you're both willing to give it another chance. He ain't talking. It's her. God bless you and your husband. Go back to your husband. And Ken, these hoes is telling her to go back to Africa. They're not telling him that they're not telling him to come to her. Even though she told us he didn't get denied and he could come. Why are they telling her to go back to Africa to give up the place that she's known? Even though and then they heard the goddamn complaints that she had about this nigga. My husband and I separated after going through some challenges. It was the hardest but best decision we made for our relationship because it's truly transformed us as partners. We had become too comfortable, took each other for granted. It wasn't until yada, yada, yada. When you left your husband, my first response was to pray that you and he come to the realization that based on things you were all separating over, you two will still be considered married. He only gave us a few issues that would warrant a divorce, and many people don't understand that. I'm trying to figure out where the mean comments are at. She been watching our commentary. All right, let's get back to this wench.
Back, and basically what I want to say to that is I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
How the fuck did I know she was gonna say that? Ma'am, I'm sorry. But if you go over there and your husband take a spear to you until you stop breathing, that is a weapon that has prospered against you. That is the dumbest saying in the world. A nigga can set you on fire and shoot you 19 times. The weapon has prospered. A nigga can run you over with a car until you're not breathing anymore. That weapon has prospered. A nigga can put antifreeze in your goddamn smoothies and you die. That weapon has prospered. What the fuck? It sound good, but we know that niggas die every day from weapons prospering against them. And they be Christians that be, okay, Dylan Ruth, for example. All of them black people that was in the church that believe no weapon formed against them shall prosper sat there in God's house while Dylan Ruth shot 9 of them and left one alive to tell the people. He could have killed the 10th one, but he left her alive to let people know what he did. And they thought no weapon formed against them would prosper. Yeah, she did this video 3 hours ago, Margie. So just saying this is a stupid fucking saying.
We're happy that you guys made up, but you shouldn't go back. This is going to happen to you. That is going to happen to you. If you go.
Well, on the flip side of that, E. Brooks, Christians can make their enemies their footstool. So it's the same thing as putting a spell on them.
Back, and basically what I want to say to that is I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Nothing is going to happen to me. Nobody's going to do anything to me.
Your husband is going to kill you if you go back because you disrespected the Fibrissima name. I'm sorry. We live in the real world. We heard about the mafia and all types of shit, but we act like this shit don't exist. We act like no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Period. Like that's just it. I do not and never will. I pray for the rest of my life. operate in the spirit of fear. That has never been me. I don't have anything to fear. Like, what am I fearing?
Your husband taking your life for you disrespecting the Fibrissima gang. That's what you have to fear.
What exactly am I fearing?
Your
So you guys are gonna
husband.
do my makeup with me.
What you're fearing is the same nigga that you said you feared for when you left. When you said he knew because I told him when I got to Germany, because I'm not crazy. That's what you got to fear, dumbass. You told us you were in fear to tell him in Abuja you wasn't coming back. You waited till you got to Germany to tell him. Now you're asking us what you got to fear. Just like you pretend all the time, bitch, he could be pretending too. Why were you scared then? And then when you did it, when you were scared back then, you had never gone live and disrespected him and his family. And you were scared. Now you've disrespected him and his family. You threw his sister under the bus and you ain't scared. That's your pride talking. And since you like quoting the Bible, what it say about pride coming before destruction? Because you want to prove to motherfuckers on YouTube some shit. That's what happened to that nigga in Vegas too. He wanted to prove some shit to niggas on YouTube. He got him and his wife killed.
I need to clean my brushes. I'm definitely overdue to clean my brushes, but we're gonna make it work. Okay. So as we know, you guys, marriage, I did not understand when people said that marriage was hard as a single person. I didn't understand that.
But they told you that
Marriage
when you
is
were
absolutely
married.
positively hard. Not because
All relationships are hard. It's not just marriage. I hate that bullshit too. All fucking relationships are hard. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship, they're hard. Friendships, parentships, all that shit. Co-workerships, they're all fucking hard.
it has to be hard or not because it's just it's just one of those things. It really is. You don't understand it until you actually get into it. It's something that you would not understand. And it really is like people feel like, oh, you know what I mean? I've been in a relationship for 15 years with my man. I've been with my man or I've been with my woman for X amount of years. We're not married, but we don't have to be married to understand different things. We don't have to be married to understand or give relationship.
Hell no, Margie. He ain't done no video. He ain't came since that last one where he apologized to his wife. He didn't disappear. He ate. It's been 3 weeks, almost a month. She been going ham though.
The matter is, yes, you do. You do have to be married to be able to understand certain things because there's certain things that happen in marriages when you're married.
No, you don't. It all happens in regular relationships too, ma'am. There's nothing that happens in a marriage that doesn't happen in a regular relationship.
There's certain things, especially if you want to consider yourself a child of God, especially if you want to follow Christ, follow the Bible, and we are Christians, so somebody's cutting grass. So we are Christian, so we do understand that, and we want to live our life by that. And so one of the things that people don't understand is why am I going back to my husband? I'm going back to my husband because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to leave my mom and dad, and I'm supposed to cleave to my husband no matter where he is in the world. And it's just very simple. It's just as simple as that. I am supposed to cleave to my.
Why your husband can't come here? You gave us this spiel once before, only to leave for the past 10 months and tell us he wasn't shit. You said, I don't give a fuck about Cleveland. Y'all could do that shit to a nigga that do that to y'all, but not me, baby. Or did you forget? Hit the cash out, hit the PayPal, hit the super chat, join the membership, buy an album.
Husband, and I am supposed to we're supposed to be together and be a family and be everything. And I'm going back to, it's not that I'm going back to my husband, I'm going back to my purpose. I'm going back to the calling that God has for me. And there are blessings and things that God has for us as a married couple. And it's just not going to happen. These things are not going to be able to happen if I am where I am and he is where he is. We absolutely, truly love each other. And we thank God for the restoration in our marriage, because I thought that it was over. I really did. I just knew in my heart that it was over. And I thank God that he has restored and brought our marriage back. I thank God that he has restored and brought our marriage back to where it needs to be. It truly is a blessing. Now, do we take heed and do we have wisdom in all things? Absolutely. Would I ever put myself in a dangerous situation or be somewhere where I know is unsafe or whatever? No, I would not. I would not do that. But I'm also going to do what I'm supposed to do regarding as a wife. How can I call myself a wife if I'm not doing the things that require me as a wife? How can my husband call himself a husband if he's not doing the things that require him as a husband? Another thing is, I believe in forgiveness.
That's not God talking. That's free will. You could be forgiven. You could forgive your husband and not be with him, but that ain't God talking. That's free will. God is not telling you to go back over there. That's you being stubborn, wanting to prove some shit to us on YouTube. And it's just gonna be content. It's gonna be content. When we find out you got murked, it's just gonna be I remember she came on the panel and said, "You don't believe in God." And then she came on the panel and told me I was really funny and shit of that nature. That's all it's gonna be. Nothing too deep.
If you forgive someone, you truly forgive someone. So it's not about, like, when you truly forgive a person, you don't hold things.
Forgiving someone doesn't mean that you have to go back to them. It doesn't say that at all. Where does it say when you forgive someone, you must go back to them? What are you forgiving your husband for anyway? What the fuck did he do? You named some bullshit.
The past, you don't hold anything over anybody's head. You don't do that. You forgive them. We chose to forgive one another for everything. We chose to forgive one another for everything and after everything. And so we're going to do that. Like, that's what our life has to be. Like, we're going to absolutely do that.
But watch, whenever the fuck she get to Africa, she's going to leave 3 months later because she don't have citizenship. She gonna have to bring her ass back. What's she gonna blame it on then? What emergency is gonna pop up that she got to come back home this time?
I saw a comment. Somebody was like, "Everybody's mad at you." Who's mad at me? Who is mad at me? I don't have anybody to answer to. The only person that I have to answer.
You know who mad at you. That's why you doing this video.
To is God and my husband. I don't have to answer to nobody in his family. I don't have to answer to my family. I don't have to answer to no friend, none of my friends. I don't have to answer to any person. The only person.
I don't think she's going back. I think this is just a whole bunch of talk. She's not going back.
To his God. And after that is my husband.
Because again, if the timeline is how we remember it, she was cool with going to war and beefing with that nigga, and Tarena sent that super chat that said, "Would you interview with MoneyBoy Trey? I fixed the marriage. I'm God in the relationship. I'm gonna keep saying it because I fixed it." She saw my name, him interviewing with me, and she was like, "Oh, hell no, this nigga know too much." I'd have been over there like Lennon Honor was talking to my ex-girlfriend. I'd have been getting all the tea, just letting them talk. Tell it, Goodwill, tell it. I ain't got no questions, G, just talk.
That is it. I don't answer to nobody.
She said she slept in her makeup in that picture, G. That's her waking up from all the makeup in her face. from the night before.
On no internet. I don't answer to nobody. And then answering to somebody on the internet, I mean, how do you sound?
Ma'am, your thumbnail is depicting you talking about what motherfuckers on the internet said. Ain't nobody in your real life saying this shit. So you're lying, talking about you ain't got to answer to nobody on the internet while doing a video answering to motherfuckers on the internet. You simple-minded heifer. I want to call you a bitch so bad, but I ain't want to, if that makes sense.
Like sometimes people just be saying stuff and I just be like, what are you talking about? What do I look like answering to somebody on the internet? I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what was said. I don't care what he said about me. I don't care what I said about him. We put it in the past and we're moving on. If I was operating in the spirit of fear, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I wouldn't have gotten as far as I am now in my life. If I'm operating in the spirit of fear. And so many people will project their own fears on you. Their own, what they not want.
It's no fear. Niggas is just telling you disrespected that man. African men and African culture ain't like American culture. Even though you know what you did in American culture will get your ass whooped. You claim play beat you. I don't know what took place, but you know certain shit you do will get you an ass whooping, no matter where you at. You told us we was right about the nigga, so you didn't listen to us when we told you initially what was up with the nigga when you was lying about him. We tried to tell you what the fuck was up, you ain't listen. You gonna ignore us again? All right. It'll be your last trip to Africa, and the cat's gonna come up missing too. They gonna come up missing first. You gonna do a live talking about, oh my God, guys, what we call the Madagascar and O'Malley, they're disappeared. I can't find them, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My babies, they're just out there with the hyenas and lions and antelopes, and I'm just so scared. That's the last video we gonna see of you talking about them cats missing.
Do or what they don't have the bravery to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I have to be obedient. I have to be obedient to God. I have to be obedient to the things that God is telling me to do. And if I'm a married woman, that's why.
Okay, so if you being obedient to God now, who were you being obedient to when you left? When your black ass left and you told him it was over from Germany, who were you listening to?
With my husband.
So, because surely you don't have the ability to talk to the devil and to God, do you? That would be amazing. Hello.
We're gonna work together to make things happen and figure things out. And I need to be with my husband. Period. And he need to be with me.
He won't do no video with you, ma'am. Y'all won't even do no video together. Fuck he. Why he ain't uploading no content? You already told us the nigga ain't got a job in this, and then he came on and told us how hard it is to get a job in Nigeria. So why he ain't doing no content on the couple channel? Hello, I know you're listening.
We need to be with each other. We're literally lost without each other. Literally. I've been lost this entire time that I've been away from my husband. He's been lost. I've been lost. We've been lost. And that break was definitely necessary. My God, it was absolutely necessary.
Bro, she been fucking the shit out some nigga.
Needed because it was just a lot. And it's very stressful. The type of situation can be very stressful.
We needed a 10-month break apart when we was already having regular interval breaks because I had to leave every 3 months. And he can't come over here or Barbados. And I still got the house in Barbados that God blessed me with. But I ain't been to that house in almost 2 years because it's finna be 3 years we've been together. And that was like our little honeymoon spot. And I ain't been there in 2 years. I don't know if they done broke in and ransacked the motherfucker or nothing. Because I ain't went back over there to check. Even when I've been away from my husband. And that would be the perfect spot to go vacation and get myself together instead of being at grandma's house. When I got my own house in Barbados, fuck it. I'm gonna stream from my grandma's closet That's what I'm gonna do instead of going to my house in Barbados with my cats again, with the 2 guards that God blessed me with. Let's keep it real. You don't know anything about me. I don't live in the spirit of fear. I am going back to spend all my money on my man, like I said I did before. I told y'all my channel funded our life, and it's going to continue funding our life. I'm cool with it, okay? Hello.
Now I know.
I don't even know who you are. Let's keep it real. Who are you? Who are you? Are you part of America?
To handle things better. I know how to deal with things better. And
you don't know my testimony. Let's keep it real. You don't know. You can't judge me, baby. I know I put all my business out here, but I'm 35. I'm learning and I'm growing, okay? Baby.
we're moving forward. We're not beating a dead horse. Like, we're moving forward.
Yeah, it's the Long Island iced tea. It's not
if
me.
my husband's, the thing that's so crazy is like, if my husband's okay, that's all that matters. I'm sticking to my vows. I'm sticking to my vows. Marriage is for better or for worse. So I have to do that. And I forgive.
Again, lady, I don't know if you know this or if you give a fuck, but there are several reasons for grounds of divorce in the goddamn Bible. So marriage ain't for forever.
My husband, for everything. I forgave him. He forgave me.
He didn't do shit.
God has restored our marriage.
Did not get his.
Happy.
God ain't restored. God, how the fuck is God restored some shit and bitch you ain't been around him? How do you know he changed? Just because y'all said I'm sorry, that means shit different. Come on, you see, you still a young dumb bitch, even though you old. You old, but you still a young dumb bitch.
We're gonna do better. I'm gonna be better.
You gonna be better.
I'm excited to get to my husband. I love my husband. I never not loved my husband.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm. All that.
I don't know why people act like
who you trying to convince? This video was unnecessary. We need to be convinced of this. And why is was this a fucking live stream? It was. Because I was hell no. Hold on. Hell no. I'm wondering. Because if this was this is a video, it wasn't a live stream. So who the fuck was she talking to? Who the fuck was this bitch talking to when she said somebody's mad at me? Who's mad at me? Who the fuck was she talking to? Because this is not a live, this is an upload. Remember, she started off doing her facial routine. Then she said she was finna get in the shower. The video stopped and cut back to her saying, hey, I just got the shower. So who the fuck was she talking to? How far am I into this goddamn video? Let me see here. I'm 13 minutes into a 40-minute video. Fuck you, Q. Why you making me do this? Let me go to the damn to the transcript because I want to know who the fuck she was talking to.
We're doing.
Somebody's mad at me. I'm like, bitch, I thought you was live for a second. That's always crazy. Oh, she said, I saw a comment. Somebody was like, everybody's mad at you. Okay, she saw a comment. Everybody say this hoe is losing her mind.
Choosing each other again, me going back, being with my family. He's my family. Like, he's my family. I don't have no business being with my family here. I don't have no business here. I literally don't have no business here. My business is in Nigeria. My business is with my husband. That is the truth of the matter. Like,
what happened to school?
My business is in Nigeria with my husband and with my family.
What happened to school?
We are already a family.
Y'all ain't creating no goddamn family. It don't take that long to get nobody pregnant.
and then we will create a family the way God intended for it to be. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm going back to my husband.
The longest it took me to get somebody pregnant was my fourth baby mama, and we was hiding a motherfucker. So that's why it wasn't shit going on. We was partying like some goddamn rock stars. But the other three, them sober babies, they ain't take long at all.
I'm going back to my husband, no matter who wants me to, who doesn't want me to, who is.
Margie, she kept leaving because important shit kept coming up, emergencies. You know, she had to take care of the other family that she just said wasn't important and she shouldn't be with anyway because her family. But those issues kept coming up, and then I guess issues with the cat. I guess the cat got sick one time and he was on life support, and she had to go back. But through the miracles and blessings of the pet God, you know, O'Malley is still here.
Fearing for me and whatever. You don't need to fear for me. Before anything ever happened, people were saying crazy stuff. When I was literally the happiest that I could have ever been, people were saying negativeness.
But you weren't the happiest that you've ever been because, ma'am, you came out here and told us it was hell, and you was giving them chance after chance, and that you really, like, he had character traits that he wouldn't have lasted 90 days with if you were around him full time. So, yeah, there's that. You weren't the happiest. The happiest you were is when you was recording that content on your wedding day to put on YouTube. That was the happiest. But at that time, it was still a fairy tale.
Things. So it's like, I mean, like, I can't listen to the noise because that's exactly what it is. Noise. So I don't have all the answers.
So why are you listening to it then,
I can
bitch?
only listen to what God tells me to do. Honestly, I can't.
Did God tell you to leave this nigga initially?
I can't listen to what anybody else is talking about, what anybody else feels. I can't do it. I have to do what I have to do.
You wasn't even fucking with God until you got with your husband. You said your husband brought you back to Christ. So you wasn't even fucking with God. How you figure after you went and was practicing witchcraft with his homeboy Satan, how would you think that God talking to you? How would you know that that's still not the devil that was talking to you when you was practicing witchcraft? How do you know the difference between Satan's voice and God's voice? It's a legitimate question because you was worshiping Satan and doing witchcraft and shit, and you heard him talking to you. So how do you know the difference?
Who likes it, no matter who don't like it, I have to do what I have to do. And you know, if you're married, you would definitely understand that. I've gotten so many beautiful comments from married people who tell me their testimony and what they've been through with their spouse.
Okay, so why don't you highlight those comments instead of talking about what the hater said? This could be a whole video. Guys, thank y'all for encouraging me and going through those comments and instead of talking about, I saw somebody say people mad at me. Like, she think that as soon as she got through becoming a witch, God started talking to her. I think God would be a little bit apprehensive with you to make sure you ain't finna go back to the other side because you linked up with his ops. I just stopped believing in both of them. You actually linked up with the other one because you thought that one was real too. I deemed both of them fake, so they both stopped existing.
Stuff like that, and it just brings me so much comfort because it's like it just let me know that it's like it's normal. Like, it's literally normal. It's literally normal. We want to use our platform the right way.
Who is we?
My sideburns is getting out of control. I gotta fix this hair, y'all.
Who is we? We ain't seen goodwill on this couple's channel nor on his channel. It's just you working your ass off. You making all the money.
I gotta straighten this down, so don't mind that. We want to use our platform the right way.
Goodwill is a pimp.
We want to inspire people, other marriages and intercultural marriage. We want to inspire that. And you know, show people what it's like. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy this entire time. This journey of being married, it has been very challenging for the both of us in many different ways. But you know, with the help of God, we can overcome and get through anything, any obstacle, anything out here. We can do it. We can absolutely do it, and that is what marriage is. We're going to look up 5 years from now, and we're going to be able to laugh about everything that has taken place, everything that has tried to break our marriage, things that we've done at our own hand, at other people's hand. I mean, it's been, if I could tell you all the things, some things you've seen, some things you haven't, some things you've heard, some things you haven't, some things were true, some things were not, regarding some things that have taken place and the things that you guys think you know regarding my marriage. Spiritual.
You told us what happened, man. We ain't guessed this shit. You told us. And here she go with this spiritual warfare bullshit.
Fact is a real thing. Especially when you're on the internet, it's easy for people to do and say anything. Being on the internet, my God. If you're not ready for that, then you're not ready to be on the internet. For people to just do.
So all these people are evil. If they disagree with you or they don't like you, they're evil demon. They're evil spirits sent to attack you. And you believe this shit.
They do that all the time. They do and say anything all the time. Well, she said this.
That's why I could proudly tell you when you was talking about you being a witch that I don't believe in this shit. This shit don't bother me. That's just, you have to, in order for you to think that it works, you have to believe that it works. I don't. That's why you felt the need to put in your video. It doesn't matter if you believe it. Yes, it does, because it's belief. You can't prove it. You just got to believe in it. You felt the type of way. Okay. But that doesn't mean that what you did had any effect. Dopamine works really, really crazy. DMT and all of that shit. I forgot how to pronounce the shit. Dimethyltryptamine, all of that shit is the biology of the body is crazy. You can get high by being nice to people. You could give somebody a gift, somebody homeless, you get them some money and you can get a high off of it. Does that mean the Holy Spirit touched you, or is that just the biology of your body?
Dad, he said that you were this. He never said that. She said that he was this. I never said that.
Oh, she out that phase now. She is out the auntie phase. She going back to her husband. That was the I'm single again and back on the prowl. She went from short hair to this big heavy ass wig. Talking about her husband like it, but her husband liked her dreads and she cut them motherfuckers off.
Yes, we just move forward. We move forward in love and happiness and grace. That's all we can do.
You're gonna die, ma'am. Take your ass back over there if you want to.
But we want to thank you guys for the support on this channel. We are bringing the energy and the content back.
He has not been on the channel. Who the fuck is we? Like, we can't see that he ain't been on his channel or that one. It's just been you. And at this point, it's ridiculous that you might as well, you should just do all the content on your channel. What's the purpose of putting it on that channel too? Other than you paying two different taxes. You could just have it going all into one channel. Because he ain't done. What about today and this time? Because he ain't done shit on the channel. Nothing, including his. You working hard, the motherfucker. This is the most consistent. We didn't see you in a year. But I don't think it's gonna last. I give you another 5 days and you gonna like take 2 weeks off. Because that's how you are. You feel like, man, I did enough.
Are going after everything that God has for us in every way. Not making any excuses about anything.
There you are.
I did not wrap my hair up at all. And these are the effects of not wrapping your hair up. It's about submitting ourselves to God first. We got to submit to God first, and God has things for us. And opening our hearts and our minds to change, to peace and understanding, which is so important.
Why didn't you have that before you came on the internet and said you were divorcing your husband? Thank you for the
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Speaking of Umar, we're gonna do part 3 and finish up with that bullshit he got going on around 9 o'clock.
And I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so thankful. I've learned so many valuable lessons in this separation. So many. I've learned the biggest thing that I've learned is that if I feel some type of way, take it to God always. Because there are people that will give
But you told us you took it to God and your husband still wasn't coming home. You haven't been there with your husband to know if he's still hanging out all night. But whatever, man. Fly across the country and get that dick. I ain't mad at you. Fight for your man, girl.
that advice on purpose, or they just don't want the best for you or whatever. And, marriage, well, another thing that I've learned is that marriage is sacred. It is so sacred. It is God, your partner. It is God, you, and your partner. It is so sacred. And, there's so many things I had to ask God for forgiveness on in my personal journey. I had to truly ask God for forgiveness some stuff is just I was ignorant and I didn't know, but I really had to ask God for forgiveness and, not going to God in certain areas, not going to God in a lot of areas. And, we need God to help us in certain areas. And it brings me so much comfort to know that we serve a loving and we serve a forgiving God who does not condemn, who forgives. Everybody else could be barking and talking about the same stuff over and over again, but God is a forgiving, he's a loving God. And then also, as long as I'm good with my husband, it could literally be, and we thank God that it's not like.
Okay, let me go on a tangent here because I just thought about something. I remember Joyce saying that Monica had the recording of the conversation that me, Joy, Juicy Kim, Truth, and I don't know who else was on the back end of that live, but I had ended the live because I think she had pissed me off or something like that. And we were sitting back there having a conversation, and Triple, you triggered this too. You triggered this thought. But I remember Joy saying that Monica had it, and I remember Monica talking about it. Now, Monica, what frustrates me with you is if you actually have that recording and you heard it, then you've been out here lying the whole time, talking about it was real to her and all of that. Because on that recording, that was the first time anybody ever, and this is behind the scenes, this wasn't on scene. This is me listening to her and Truth talk and being quiet and just listening to what she says. And then after they got through, I was like, hey, yo, bruh, me and you ain't together no more. We ain't on live. We ain't been together in a minute. Why is you sitting here talking to this woman as if me and you was actually engaged, like you trying to throw that shit in her face? You would have heard that on that recording, ma'am. So I'm really perplexed as to why you still be coming at, because nobody knew that. This was me having a conversation with her behind the scenes after listening her talk and argue with somebody. She was trying to make Truth jealous, and Truth talked her shit back. But you would have heard that. They had no idea that the engage. Everybody that was on the back end, and I can't remember who all was there, but that was the first time anybody ever found out that it wasn't real. I didn't come out, even when that shit happened behind the scenes, I didn't come out immediately and tell the world that. But I was frustrated then. And so that Triple, now you get me when you were saying she talking about sister wife, like she's still in the mind frame. Like that's what I had been saying for all this time. Like, bitch, you acting like I was the worst nigga in the world, but you keep saying I was your ex-fiance, even though you know the shit was fake. But yeah, I'm still wait. I want that recording to be dropped because it will definitely be that on there. What you will hear on that one, since she said Monica got it, and I wasn't even savvy enough to record no shit like that because it wasn't shit to me. But I remember that conversation vividly. They were sitting up there. And I think the smartest thing that Truth said was after Joy was doing all her popping of the shit, and I was married to the nigga, and that's what it was. She was telling Truth, you thought the nigga was gonna drop me. You thought I wasn't gonna be able to come around. I was engaged to the nigga. And Truth was like, well, I'm still next to the nigga. Like I don't know where you at, but I'm still next to the nigga. I think that's the cattiest thing I remember Truth saying from that conversation. And then after I listened to them argue, I said something to Joy, like, why are you doing all this extra shit? It's almost like you trying to fuck up my other relationships that I got going on. Somebody, one of you, Joy, since y'all is going back through history in the timeline and y'all claim y'all got this shit, could one of y'all please drop it? Because that was a good conversation.
I truly do thank God that it's not like that. But it could literally be where the entire world is against, the entire world, everybody is against my husband and I. And as long as we have God.
Oh, my bad, Ma. Let me put some respect on your super chat. My bad. I forgot to play the drop. Thank you for the $5 super chat. This helper just said,
we appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
The world is against her and her marriage. You do realize everybody could say that. Everybody could say the world is against them and their marriage. You're not special. Whether you're on social media or not, everybody could say that. You're not special. And don't nobody, the only people that's against your marriage is hoes that's trying to fuck your husband and niggas that's trying to fuck you. Other than that, ain't nobody against it. Ain't nobody trying to break it up.
And as long as we have God in each other, that is all that matters, because that is what it is. It's not about your family. It's not about your friends. It's not about your people on the internet. It's not about anybody else. It's about, that is what marriage is. It is about you and your person, and you have God at the front of it. And a lot of people don't understand that. And I didn't understand that myself. I really understood that myself. It is not about everybody else. The whole world could be against my husband and I. And that's fine. Would we want that? No, that's not what we would want.
Nobody is against you, ma'am. You told us what was going on with this nigga after you wouldn't play. Everybody told you to take your time. Take your time. Don't rush into shit. Only for you to come and tell us we was right. How was they against you? In fact, people warning you and telling you what's up is the opposite of them hating on you. They're trying to warn you and keep you from going through what you went through. But that's hate in 2025. Help is considered hate because you don't want to listen. Even though she came out here and told everybody she was right. Now she's acting like she never told everybody that they was right.
But I'm just using that as an example. The entire world could be against us. And at the end of the day, the whole entire world does not matter. They don't matter. Friends, family, mom, dad.
Girl, fuck you.
Matter. We are in a covenant relationship. We're in a covenant. We're in covenant.
Y'all covenant is trash. You motherfuckers ain't spent 6 months together consecutively. Y'all covenant is bullshit.
We are in covenant. Did I even know what covenant meant? Did I even know like the true meaning of covenant? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I probably didn't know the true meaning of
Now
it.
you talking too much.
So yes, I'm going to go to my husband. I'm going back to Nigeria.
Can I get some credit for leaving, baby? I'm not going to stay anywhere where I'm being treated like trash, baby. Can I get some credit? Okay. What happened to all that?
I'm going to be positive about it. And I'm going back. Period. I'm going back. I don't care who like it, who don't like it. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't, with all due respect.
She ain't going back. She's not going back.
Because it's not nobody's life. It's not nobody else's journey.
If you don't care, why are you doing a video about it? You don't make any sense. And we noticed you stopped talking about y'all online intercontinental therapy that y'all were taking as well. We noticed that.
It's just not. My husband and I, we are good. I wrote this life down. And I pray that, I mean, if you guys have the perfect marriage, which I have.
Ma'am, that is the same exact damn lie you told us when you got back to America and everybody pointed out.
Hey guys, what is going on? It's Wrestling Yeah, back with another episode.
And everybody pointed out that you and your husband weren't mentioning each other and you didn't have your ring on. He was like, everything is fine. Everything is good, you guys. All you people that were praying for my downfall, you're wrong. And you expect us to believe you now? That's why people didn't stop watching, because they got tired of you lying to them when they didn't ask for the lies. You volunteered lies. Then when niggas called you out on it, you got an attitude with them.
Which I highly doubt it. I highly doubt anybody watching me and my husband have a perfect marriage, because nobody does. It's not, the perfect marriage doesn't exist. What you see on the internet, that fairy tale stuff, yes, your life can be a fairy tale and it can be beautiful. But even the most perfect, whatever, it looks like.
You don't know if the perfect marriage exists because you don't know every married couple. So you can't say that.
Marriage is not perfect. No one has a perfect marriage. No one has all the answers.
You don't know this.
We certainly didn't have all the answers. But we can have the answers when we seek God and we follow God and we block everybody out.
Y'all claim y'all had it in the first goddamn place. And you said with all the God in place, the nigga still was doing drugs and hanging out with his homies all night, not helping you do content and gamble or whatever the fuck you said. You said drinking, leaving you in the house hungry. And y'all had God at the center of y'all relationship. So I really don't want to hear that shit. If God y'all had him at the beginning of y'all relationship, and then he just disappeared? He stopped talking to you niggas, or did y'all stop talking to him? Which one was it?
What is important, you have to block everybody out. Well, you got to block everybody out. Everybody don't know what you're supposed to be doing.
Nobody was in your relationship when you decided to go to Germany and tell him you wasn't coming back. We didn't know any of the shit that you knew. It wasn't until you did your live and told us, your 3.5 hour live, that we knew, but we didn't know. So there goes that.
They can give you an opinion. They can have an opinion about what you should be doing, where you guys should be going, and what you guys should be doing, but they don't know what you guys should be doing. Even if they've been married for 20 years and they have all the advice, you have your own unique experience.
Again, this is the woman that came out here and said she was getting a divorce. She didn't come out here and say, guys, me and my husband are going through some things. It's been hard right now. I don't know where we stand. She the one that came out here and finitely said, we getting a divorce. This nigga's a bum, yada, yada, yada. She had 2 ways to go with how she delivered that. And she delivered it the way to embarrass this man in front of America.
your own unique experience, and that is your own unique spouse. You can't compare it to anybody else. I can't compare my marriage to anybody else's marriage. And everybody's marriage is different. The way somebody else run their marriage is probably not how we would run our marriage. The way some people do their marriage or their spouse or whatever may not be how we do ours, how we do each other or whatever. I have nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing. I am not that important. I promise you, I am not that important. The way people be talking, like people swear that I'm a nobody, but the stuff that they
It's just been me and Silly saying that nigga gonna kill her. She watches.
be talking about, you would think like the way some people be talking is like, am I the president? Like, I'm not the president. I mean, I've been the president of Nigeria. The president of Nigeria doesn't even know who I am. He has no clue.
See, now she's directly addressing what Silas and I have been saying. No, you didn't offend the president of Nigeria, but you offended Godwin Fibrissima. And bitch, he told you to look his name up. He said his name got a lot of respect on it from way, way back in the day. That's who the fuck you offended. You also call his friends bums. You offended their bloodline. So it don't have to be about, why the fuck do you feel like the president is the only one who get motherfuckers killed? Don't they got a high murder rate in Nigeria, in Abuja? Don't motherfuckers get killed that ain't presidential? Don't regular people kill each other? Don't husbands beat their wives over there to death? I didn't marry the president. You told us you married the motherfucking king of Abuja, bitch. Now it's, I didn't marry the president. According to you, yes, you did. Now she's still offended a nigga saying like, I ain't even offend nobody like that. The fuck are y'all talking about? It's just this nigga. He a regular nigga. But he told you his name is important. He the life of the party. She's still dissing him.
My who I am at all. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. The president here has no idea who I am. He might know. It's a possibility. But still, like,
and then this bitch, after saying the president of Nigeria, of Abuja, I don't know why she said the president of Nigeria, because there's not one president. Maybe there is. I don't fucking know. But then she said, I don't know. Maybe he do. Narcissistic much?
the president here has no idea who I am. He might know. It's a possibility. But still, like, these people don't know me. I'm telling you, we're choosing to be happy.
I thought you was a celebrity out there, and now don't nobody know you. And we never said that the government was going to do anything to you. We said his family. What we said was the police won't give a damn based on how we saw y'all try to go to the police after the shit happened when y'all was mocking Muhammad and Amina. They don't care. Like, bitch, you'll come up stinking and nobody will care.
We're choosing to be in love. Another question that we got is, how does our family feel about everything?
Your folks don't even know how to contact you. They don't know how to get in contact with nobody over there. If you just don't respond for a month, they'll think it's normal. They ain't gonna call the police and shit. And what would they tell them? I'm sure they don't know where the fuck y'all stay at or nothing. They don't even know this nigga. They don't even know if Goodwill or Godwin Fibrissima is even his real name. They don't know this shit. You just over there on your own. You simple-minded bastard, you. I bet you ain't told your daddy this shit, because he would tell you, don't take your ass back over there. I'm sure Papa hadn't told you, don't take your ass back over there, but you don't really listen to your mama. You playing nice right now because you need to be there before you leave. That's the only reason you're playing nice with your mama. Because you ain't been at your mama house the entire fucking duration you've been back at home. Now all of a sudden you in front of the couches with the cats and shit. And we know the cats ain't been at your grandma's house.
Like, how does this family feel? How does my family feel? Initially, when I left, my family, you know, was in support of me, which I'm pretty sure his family would be in support of him as well for anything, because that's what family is. But my family was in support of me, and my family is going to support me no matter what. They just want me to be happy. And the same thing with him. His family want us to be happy. And his family, whether you guys want to believe it or not, his family adores me. They have experienced me. They
did, until you told that story about his sister working where the niggas with real money was at, and the nigga was trying to flirt with you, and you said Goodwill's sister told you Goodwill need to get his shit together. I can't recall if you said he told you that you need to take the number, but you said that his sister said he need to get his shit together. Why did you feel the need to tell that story? Now you were saying that the sister is calling this nigga a bum. His family adores me.
men around me.
Well, why we ain't see you doing a whole bunch of collabs with his family then, and they got channels? You and Favor did a couple of them. You and Beauty did a couple of them. You and Ugly didn't do none, unless Ugly was the one that was showing you how to make the stew for him. She had some big titties.
This internet stuff, I promise you, this internet stuff, the internet is not a real place. It's not. It's not. It's not a real place. Even
Memphis ain't a real place either, because some unbelievable shit happened, but I live in this motherfucker.
you think you know people's life. Even when people share their life, you don't know people. You've not experienced people. You've not experienced them on that level. They've been praying for us for months. This family has been
See,
praying.
that was the first time she made an edit in this 27-minute. Well, that's the second time, because she had she really didn't have to edit between her washing her face and saying she was getting in the shower. No need for edit. So she just cut out twice. She realized she did some rambling. It wasn't needed. She cut it out. This is so hard to edit.
Us for months. They've been praying for us for months. Oh, so pretty. But I appreciate you guys. For those of you guys who are concerned about me going back to Nigeria, you feel like it's unsafe. You thought it was unsafe before, and I was fine. I promise you it's going to be fine now.
It was unsafe, motherfucker. You said you had to tell him in Germany you was breaking up with him. So it was unsafe. You said he was leaving you in the house by yourself, hungry. It was unsafe. We saw him leave you when y'all was mocking Allah, and you got bombarded by niggas wanting money, snatching that shit from you. It was unsafe.
I do not operate in a spirit of fear, but of love, joy, and of a sound mind. And even if I was walking in fear, I would say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil.
That means nothing, ma'am. When a bow and arrow, well, not a bow and arrow, when a blow dart and a spear is at your temple, that don't mean shit.
Because I don't have nothing to fear. I don't operate in a spirit of fear. That is why I've gotten to where I am in my life now. Once I get to Nigeria, I'm going to be embraced with love, peace, joy, happiness, all the things. I'm here to be married to my husband, Mr. Fibarizima.
We don't think you're going back.
And
we don't think you're going back. Where's your husband?
I'm going to be embraced.
Ma'am, where the fuck is your husband? Why you doing all these videos and shit? Where is he? Can he pop out one time?
I'm going to be celebrated by my husband, which it doesn't matter nobody else's celebration, but my husband's matters.
Right in Tasha, she was warned the first time, only to come back and tell us we was right. Now, if what we saying is true this time, she won't be able to come back and tell us she right, because that's gonna be it. You ain't gonna make it back. I guess she'll be a permanent citizen.
I'm not married to his friends. I'm not married to Nigeria. I'm married to Godwin Fibarizima. And he's married to me.
Who you called the bum.
We are not seeking any.
And had dust in his pocket and called him financially irresponsible and called him a liar.
Approval We're not asking anybody permission if I should come back to Nigeria or not. I don't have to ask anybody's permission.
Girl, hurry the fuck up so I can get done and go to Umar.
Beautiful. We're babies and married. We're not new. We're new. We're brand new. I feel like at this point,
Man, it's about to be 3 years. Y'all ain't new no more. And your marriage shouldn't have hit the internet. You put your marriage out here, bitch. You put it out here and you wondered why people talking about it. They couldn't talk about shit they didn't know about.
we've spent the same amount of time apart as we have done together. And we just can't, we're excited to get to the place where we can just fully be with each other. And that has been such the challenge from the very beginning. That was such a challenge. Like, just how do we not be apart from each other?
It's still a motherfucking challenge, bitch. And how was that a challenge when you claim you had dual citizenship? That should not have been a challenge at all. You didn't have to leave. But now all of a sudden, how do we not be apart? That was a challenge. You get dual citizenship and you stay there. See how she just keep changing the story and shit just be different?
Because I can't stand it. As the being apart is just so painful and it hurts and it's hard. And it makes things so difficult. It really does. Long distance marriage is very, very challenging. A long distance relationship is very challenging. Like, if you lived in the US, somewhere else in the US, that would not, man, we would be doing that with a breeze. My God, it would be so easy. That wouldn't even.
Not true. It's not a breeze because y'all stay in the same country, but in different states. They still have issues.
Be a challenge at all, really. Sometimes I'll be looking at people and they be like, long distance marriage, long distance relationship is hard. And I'm like, okay, well, where are you? Where's the person at? And they like playing right away.
Your husband is a plane ride away, jackass. But you claim you have dual citizenship, so this shouldn't even be an issue. If you ain't supposed to leave your husband, you supposed to cleave to him. You supposed to be where the fuck he's at, which you told us once. Then you didn't have to leave. You kept making choices to leave for bullshit reasons. And they're not bullshit reasons. You're lying to the public saying it was bullshit reasons when you could have just kept it real and saying, my visa be expiring. You lied and told us you had dual citizenship only because I pointed out that your visa expired every fucking 90 days. And you wanted to prove me out to be a liar, which you haven't, because you still keep leaving. And that's the only reason that you would leave, not because your cat's sick, not because you're the old bitch that was living with your grandma who was taking it out and blocking people in the chat and talking about wine with you, not because she couldn't take care of your grandma, because clearly your grandma was being taken care of the 2 fucking years you was married. She didn't need you, bitch. But that's the lie you told us, because you ain't want Trey to be right.
Literally a plane right away. I mean, we're a plane right away too, but it's going to take a couple planes for me to get to my husband. It's going to take a lot of time.
You can get a direct flight over there, ma'am. It just costs more.
But yeah, you guys, we love, my husband and I, we love each other.
Baby Petty taking her first flight Monday. I ain't told her yet. I'm a surprise, but she taking her first flight Monday.
We love each other. We want our marriage. And
I'm pulling the
we're
truth.
going to fight for our marriage, honey.
I ain't doing no content while I'm on
One
vacation.
of my favorite songs.
I'm lying.
Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. We might have took the long road. Is that worse? But we'll make it someday. They say that they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Still the one that I love, the only one that I love. Still the one I love.
Where is your husband?
I played the songs, I forgot the words. Still the
I
one.
guess we not gonna see her husband until she goddamn it go back to Africa. That's when we gonna see him. Still the one I love. Yeah, you know what I hear. I love my husband. Bitch, who is you trying to convince? We don't need to know if you love your husband. Why the fuck do you keep telling us? We don't care.
And love, the only one I dream of. And that's the truth.
This is why I stopped reviewing her.
We're gonna be fine.
She be raising my
We're gonna be just fine.
what's that word Cheryl be saying? My cortisol levels.
If the whole world is against us,
No, they're not.
we still gonna be fine.
Who cares? And we still gonna talk shit about what we see.
What God has joined together, let no man put us under. You know what that means? No man,
Here she go.
no person on the internet, no family member.
Yet there's millions of divorces every day. Every day.
No person on the internet, no family member, no person.
We got content.
Whether they understand it or not.
I'm sure y'all can tell Baby Petty gone, cause I've been cranking out live after live after live like a motherfucker. I gotta get it in though, cause yeah, and we're going on vacation next week. And my time is gonna be sparse. I may do some beaches and things of that nature, but as far as doing a full live, reviewing some shit that's going on and all that, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So I'm getting it in now.
Looks like we made it. If that song is not how we are, looks like we made it. Looks like we made it.
Y'all ain't made it, bitch. You ain't touched back down in Abuja yet. You ain't made it. Your plane could crash before you get there. I'm not wishing that on you. I'm just saying anything can happen before you fucking get there. This nigga could get eaten by a hyena. Like, wait till y'all get back in each other's arms before you start doing all this weird shit that you doing.
Look how far we've come, my baby. It must have took a long road. That's how it feels. Oh my God, it literally feels like we're taking a long road and so much. But we're here.
You know what song comes in my head when I'm listening to you sing that one? You a stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe. That's what comes to my mind. Not looks like we made it. Because nobody told you to come out here and tell the world you were getting a fucking divorce. Now you trying to say, look like we made it when you didn't have to act emotionally.
We're here. We made it. We're doing it unapologetically. Not asking for nobody's permission. We're here. We're doing it.
Hold on.
I'm just grateful. I'm truly grateful, and I trust God. So that is what I would have to say for people that are fearing for my life or fearing for anything concerning whatever. Please do not fear for my life. I'm in good hands. God has me covered. I am covered in the blood of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
Look here, you stupid bitch. Everybody dies. Everybody. You're not exempt. I don't give a fuck if you 90 or if you're 35, motherfucker. Everybody dies. And they all in God's hands according to your fucking belief.
Yeah, yeah. Like a bad.
I'm trying to find
Back
her.
to your habitat. Shake on it like habitat. You gon' get it done double to the nigga monkey. I'm looking at the junkie. You don't like this in my they know what this is. That is a big thing. Cause I pull up and then push up, but that ain't never see. Pretty bitches only take it in my pussy. It's my name is Roman, his name is Alaska. But revelation to Roman Polanski. Hey, yo, baby, bop. You in the EP.
I don't know where the hook is. You a stupid hoe, Q.
God has me covered. I am covered in the blood of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Nothing is going to happen to me.
Ma'am, everybody dies. The weapon could be natural causes. It could be a heart attack. It could be a blow dart. It could be a spear. It could be antifreeze. It could be a wild lion, an antelope. You know you're on the Serengeti. It could be any number of things. It could be an alligator. But everybody dies. You talking like because you got God, you're not going to die. Bitch, everybody dies. There's no escaping it. No matter how you die, according to your beliefs, all of it was sanctioned by God. So shut up.
Nothing is going to happen to me, okay? I promise you I am not that important. I'm not that important. I promise you I am not that
Niggas kill their wives every day over less.
important. Me getting into it with my husband not getting into it on the internet. I promise you I'm not that important. I promise. Nobody.
You brought it to the internet. You tried to embarrass this nigga. Again, you're confusing American culture with African culture. But you know, in American culture, your ass would get whooped to kill for what the fuck you did.
In Nigeria cares. I promise. No one cares. I'm not married to my husband's friends. I'm married to my husband. I'm
You
not
done
married
said
to my
that
husband's
already.
family. I'm married to my husband.
And they all gonna set your ass up and put you in a pot and let you boil and brew.
All right, you guys. So this is the look. Hair is laying the way I need it to lay. The makeup is sitting the way I need it to sit. Everything is where it needs to be. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. One thing is we can't turn back the hands of time. We can't rewrite history.
You can't taste Visine neither. You drink enough Visine, you will die.
But the thing is, we have to move forward. And so we decided as a family, my husband and I, the Fiberazimus, we decided as a family that we are reconciling our marriage. And
what's, again, I hate to be redundant, but what's sticking out to me is that her husband is not being involved in any of this shit, which is one of her complaints. So why isn't he, if he's changed and he accepting you with open arms, why is he not a part of all of this shit that you're talking about? Why is it you constantly sitting there by your fucking self?
Moving forward, I wanted to come today and answer some of you guys' questions that I see all the time. Why am I going back to Nigeria? What about after everything? Am I afraid? Just all these things, all this crazy.
These comments aren't in her chat. She watched Silly's last video and she watched mine. But I had said it a couple. I think me and Silly's both said at the same time. Like, you'll be stupid if you take your ass back over there.
Am I afraid? Am I this? Am I that? What is the family going to think? What is this person going to think? And that's the reason why so many people are held back in their life, is because they're always worried about what someone else is thinking or what someone has to say about them. Stop living your life for the approval of other people. They cannot make or break. They have no control over your destiny. They have no control over anything.
So why are you responding? The best way to show us you unbothered is by not even talking about it, just eating your motherfucking food. That's the best way to show us you don't care what people talking about.
That you got going on in your life. They can't approve you. They can't deny you. They can't do anything. And that is the same thing regarding our marriage. Mr. Fibberism will probably come, I'm pretty sure, and do his own video. But I'm excited. I'm excited for.
It's been a month, bitch. He ain't doing no videos.
And know that this is your person through sickness and health, through good and bad times, through everything. Keep those vows. And that's just what it is. We've already been married. We've already done it. We're already in covenant. We've already said the vows. So we have to fulfill those vows, no matter who likes it or who doesn't. And my husband's not going to harm me. I'm not going to harm my husband. I don't know if you guys are looking for, I don't know if people are looking for some sort of a horror story or what regarding our life, but if you're not going to see it, and we're moving forward. We can't control if the internet is not caught up to speed or whatever. There's nothing behind us. We're moving forward in love. And so just to answer you guys' question, yes, I am going back to my husband. We have reconciled our marriage. I'm choosing my marriage. I'm choosing my future. I'm choosing my destiny. I'm choosing all the things that God has for me, no matter if I don't have any support. If I have people support, cool. If I don't, that's fine. I'm doing what God has called me to do.
Ma'am, you could, look here, you little stupid hoe. You could have done all of this 3 months ago before you decided to come out and do a 3.5 hour live on him, because we didn't have to know. But at that time, you weren't even speaking to the nigga.
I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for supporting us. Thank you.
Okay, well, she done. I'll be back in about an hour or two with the rest of Umar shenanigans. To the next episode. We out. She didn't trigger me. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloading. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coding. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Stay high, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving pack niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beat. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm too geek. Walked in by myself, but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, we nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah, baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy, or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately, I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches, this some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I look my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie, she bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Lane bleeding, sorry, beggar, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit.